Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 436 is an auctioneer licensure bill, and to start off with, I need to ask the clerk to report House Committee Substitute 1.
Clerk, please report.
House Committee Substitute 1 to House Bill 436.
General from Lincoln.
I will explain this committee substitute a little further once we adopt it, but the original language was very rough whenever we first wrote the bill based on what the auctioneer board was asking for, and so the committee sub cleans the language up and gets it in the appropriate manner. So, Mr. Speaker, I would move for the adoption of House Committee Substitute 1.
Motion is for the adoption of House Committee Substitute 1. Is there any discussion on the committee sub? Seeing none, those in favor signify by voting aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. House Committee Substitute 1 is adopted. General from Lincoln.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now what the committee substitute does is, over the course of the COVID pandemic, we allowed the boards to license on a biennial basis. We have been able to codify that in some of the other boards. That's what the auctioneers board is asking for here, is to codify it on biennial basis, and also that the fee be from raised from $150 $300. It's not being raised per year. That is the total for the 2 years. It's already $150, so they're just saying that they can charge that on a biennial basis. So there is no additional cost to the license. It's just being able to charge it on a 2-year basis. The next thing is that as auctioneers, we have to carry a license pocket card in our wallet, an actual physical card. The board is actually asking to put in law that we can carry a digital copy of that instead on our phones instead of in our wallets. The next thing is that we are adding the reasons that you may not be able to get a license would be one is a felony, and the next one is going to be we're adding a misdemeanor involving theft, deception, fraud, burglary, or violence that relates to the practice of auctioneering. So if someone has acted in ill intent with their through the practice of auctioneering, they wouldn't be eligible for a license. And then the last thing is we are giving this board subpoena power. There are 15 non-medical professional boards in our state that have subpoena power and 15 medical boards that have subpoena power. We're giving them subpoena power in this because we're having an issue right now with folks who are practicing auctioneering who are not licensed, and that can be a detriment to the public because we sell many times guns at auction. There may be a time that they may sell alcohol, and there are specific laws that relate to that are very strict in what we have to do when we sell those items, and so folks are not abiding by those laws. And they're also saying, well, you have no control over me as a board. I don't have to answer to you. I'm not coming in giving you any information. So the board is asking for the ability to bring them in to question them, and then if they see fit to turn that over to their proper authorities. So, Mr. Speaker, that's what the bill does, and so I would move passage of House Bill 436 as amended by House Committee Substitute 1.